Hello, gorgeous. This is Lotus Youth Preserve Rescue Mask Seaweed Radiance Facial by Fresh. Apply a generous layer using circular motions, which, as you saw, I did, and let it work for 5 minutes. Add warm water and massage the skin, then rinse well. Maybe use 2 or 3 times a week. Okay, I'll probably go about 10 minutes, which would make this week's video a little shorter than usual, but it's going to be a little longer because I'm going to be inserting some photos. Yeah, so it's going to be a little different than usual. Well, no, I inserted photos last week, didn't I? What I want to discuss this week is, this is an old tag that was going around some years back, called 10 Things That Make Me Feel Beautiful. And I decided not to go back and look at any of the other videos. I can't remember if they were done mostly by the youngsters or if any of us older YouTubers did this tag. But anyway, I wanted to go with what I'd originally written down, with the exception of a couple. Let's see, one. I have the list in front of me, and I changed a couple of things. I went shallow and deep on some of these. So I'm going to start with the shallow. One thing that always makes me feel beautiful is red eyeshadow, and I guess that would include maroon and pink, and would probably include eyeliner. I know that some of you think that this makes me look like a zombie or makes me look eccentric, and I am not the former, but I am the latter. So, you know, that's just the way it's going to be. Another thing that makes me feel beautiful is one of my favorite year-round perfumes, and that is Arpège by Lanvin. And if you want to know more about that, please see yesterday's video. Number 3, when Richard looks at me with love in his eyes. That's probably one of the things that makes me feel absolutely the most beautiful. Number 4, I love, and this makes me feel beautiful, wearing black clothing with shoes that are loose and comfortable. I know I'm overweight, so I've been wearing loose, comfortable clothing all my life, because when you're overweight, you look better with your clothes not so tight, in my humble opinion. Others might like it, but not me. But when I look at clothing on other people, including thin people, I've realized that that's just my preference, and that when I do reach my desired weight, which is around between 120 and 130, I think I'm still going to have a preference for loose, comfortable clothing. I'm an old broad, what can I say? Number 5, and you probably know this by now without me telling you, but I really feel beautiful, particularly when my hair is short, by wearing fabulous earrings. Number 6, a thing that makes me feel beautiful, and this is going to be sort of related to number 10, is being in good health. And to me, and off and on for the past couple of years, what that has meant mainly is being on a vegan generally, and specifically on the nutritarian diet. And I I love all my friends out there who are on the keto thing, but that does not work for me. If I personally am eating meat and fat, I actually feel oily and fat and dirty and ill-tempered. That's the effect it has on me. The Nutritarian diet is vegan. It is vegetables, both cooked and raw, fruits, both cooked and raw, a minimum of dried fruit a day, 1 ounce, pardon me, 1 tablespoon, 2 tablespoons, 1 ounce of nuts, half an avocado, 1 cup of beans, and 1 cup of the vegetables that are heavy carb vegetables, such as acorn squash and sweet potatoes and potatoes. Those are kept to a minimum. And a cup of grain per day. So anyway, but it's really heavy on the fruits and the vegetables. That's the main thing. We eat as close to the real food as possible, not processed food. Nothing has to die for us to eat. And I don't know what else I can say, but we don't have caffeine, we don't have sugar, we don't have salt, we don't have oil. And a lot of people say, but Cindy, avocado oil is good for you. It's not as good as having half an avocado is. When you process it, you remove many of the nutrients that are in an avocado. Anyway, I think you get the idea. If you're interested in this diet, please read the book by Dr. Joel Fuhrman. That's Fuhrman, called Eat to Live. Off the soapbox. You keto friends can tune back in now. And I've been keto friends. I've been watching your videos, even though I'm not on your diet, because I love you and I want to be supportive of what is working for you. I hope you realize that. Okay. Number 7, I try to tell myself at least once a day in the mirror that I'm beautiful. I try. Number 8, when I feel really beautiful, and this is probably the most beautiful of all, when I am doing my thing, when I am creating, when I am directing a play, when I am taking the tools that I got an AA, a bachelor's, and a master's to learn how to do, to direct, and have directed over 25 shows. The thing in the world that I know best how to do, when I'm doing that in my element, I feel brilliant and beautiful. When I'm making a quilt, and then when I give it to somebody and I see the joy on their face, I'm starting to get weepy now. I feel beautiful. Yeah, those 2 things mainly. When I am doing my art, my craft, I feel beautiful. Number 9. This is kind of a 2-part. When I'm spending time with like-minded people, therefore there is no drama, no conflict, no argument, I feel really beautiful. And that's probably more of an inside than an outside beautiful, but I do. But the outside one of that is, and I mentioned this probably in another video, all through my life, the pretty girls have always seemed to like me and like hanging out on me, hanging out with me, possibly because I'm not competition. I'm not looking at them as somebody that I want to compete with them. And I'm not looking at them because they're beautiful. I'm looking at them as a friend and what I see inside of them. And so to be with them makes me feel beautiful. I guess it's, how do I explain this? I don't know. I guess because over the years we were one, those girls and I. I was enjoying what was beautiful inside them, I guess, and that's what they were enjoying. And I don't go for it. Okay, never mind. Number 10. She said, beauty is as beauty does, and every action brings a reaction. And this is once again related to the vegan generally and specifically the nutritarian diet. I found that within 2 weeks on that diet, I am a much nicer person. I'm nicer to Richard. I'm nicer to people I see on the streets. I start going up to random people and saying nicer things. You know, I look at them and I look deliberately to find something about them that I find beautiful so that I can compliment them on it. Like, oh, I love your manicure. Oh, I love the way you've done your eyeshadow today. Oh, I like those pants you're wearing. Just whatever, something I can say, because who knows, they may be having a lousy day, and the fact that I say one nice thing to them makes them feel better. Hold that thought. I try to do that all the time, but I find that when I'm on this diet, I do it more often. I'm generally more serene, I'm more zen, I'm more relaxed, I'm more happy with myself, I'm more, I think more beautiful thoughts. So I feel beautiful inside, and then that comes outside and affects everyone around me. So in that vein, I would like to say that it's now exactly the middle of October, but in the middle of September, I found out that a friend passed away, and I fell off the wagon. I didn't eat meat, but I ate dairy, and I think I might have had some eggs in something. And I ate those things in abundance, and by the end of the month, just 2 weeks later, I had gained back 7 pounds. So I'd gone from 222, where I'd plateaued, up to 229. So on October 1st, I rejoined the group that I was in on Facebook, because when you fall off the wagon, you have to notify the group leader and drop out of the group, which I did. So anyway, I'm back. Pardon me, I gained up to 229.5. So I'm back on course, and I've lost 1.5 pounds. I'm back down now to 228, so I'm heading back down again. But here's the thing, and this is why I'm mentioning this. During the past month, am still not back to that point of radiating positivity all the time, and being happy all the time, being nice all the time. And I've been having this thing, I can literally see this happening. I'll say things and I see them within minutes afterward as little red devils tumbling out of my mouth. So right now I want to publicly apologize to my husband for all the mean things I've said to him the past month. And when I went off the wagon, he went off the wagon, and he hasn't been exactly an angel the past month either, but that's no excuse for me not to be. So seriously, y'all, beauty is as beauty does. Try to be nice to the people you love. Oh my gosh, I never thought I'd get weepy in one of these videos. Anyway, I'm going to go wash this off. I'll be right back. We'll see how it went. Hi y'all, I'm back. Okay, I forgot to mention that this, when I was rubbing it on, I could feel some granules in there, and also there were the chunks that I think you could see that it looks like some kind of really exciting salad dressing that I'm no longer allowed to eat. And it smelled kind of like cucumber, but anyway, so when you rub it on, you get some exfoliation, and I think the hydrating the radiance and the hydration is coming. Do I look radiant? Yeah, maybe I do. The hydration is coming when yeah, it says avoid mouth and eye area. I did that. Okay. Is coming while it's sitting on your face. And I do feel hydrated, not overly so. I feel very, very baby soft. Let's check the pores. Yeah, this did like that one I had a couple weeks back, the bamboo one. These pores just completely are gone to the naked eye, and these are much diminished. It didn't say it would do that, but it did that. So anyway, this is a nice one. I would perhaps get this again, or get this. This was a sample. I know seaweed is supposed to be really good for your face, so I don't know. Maybe that's got something to do with what's nice about this. Have I ever put on a mask I didn't like? I can't remember. I'm pretty easy to please. Okay, once again, I'm sorry to get all weepy, but and my friend passing away was no excuse to go off my diet, but I was punishing myself. That's another story for another time. See y'all next time. Love you. Be sweet to people. Be as sweet as you can be. Bye. I want to remind y'all, please go see Cheryl's video. I'm going to list it below. I'm just popping in again later to tell y'all I've got to go shampoo this stuff out of my hair, but I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm just getting to that age where friends are dying more often, and man, it's rough. You know, over the past year there have been several, so sorry I'm getting weepy and all that. Anyway, I'm fine. I'm fine. I really am. Go see Cheryl's video. It's bound to be more cheerful than this was. Love y'all. Bye.